We want to carry on former Prime Minister Abe's will by further advancing the cooperation between Japan and Australia in order to realize a free and open Indo-Pacific.
It is important that Australia show our condolence to yourself as Prime Minister, but also to the people of Japan on the tragic loss of former Prime Minister Abe Shinzo. He was very well respected, and as an international statesperson, it is very clear that the Quad leaders' dialogue would not have occurred without his leadership.
The storm has passed, but thousands of homes are still experiencing power outages.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Monday pledged the government was dedicated to repairing the devastation that the powerful storm Fiona caused, and offered his condolences to those who lost a loved one.
Canadians are thinking of you in these difficult times.
Absolute chaos, to put it simply. It's the most surreal experience of my life. Never seen anything like it.
Greg Cook is a volunteer firefighter who witnessed the onslaught of the storm in the seaside town of Portobas, Newfoundland.
We watched a house over here just completely get ripped off its foundation by a wave, and there was actually a house behind me right where we're standing, and that's completely gone now, and we watched that one just disappear.
Police said that in this town of just over 4,000 residents, more than 20 homes were destroyed, and more than 200 people needed shelter. More than a third of the customers in the province of Nova Scotia were without power on Monday. Schools and government offices in the hard-hit areas were closed. Trudeau ordered the Canadian Armed Forces to help with the cleanup and rescue efforts.
Looks to me like we're headed straight in. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. 8,
yeah.
7, 6,
wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
Awaiting visual confirmation.
All right. Let's see. We got it? Waiting.
And we have impact. A giant leap for humanity in the name of planetary defense.
Woo. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Oh.
What a moment. Very few words can really capture this moment. This is beautiful to watch.
Amazing.
These are scenes from Russia's first wartime mobilization since World War II. Reservists in the Far East territory of Kamchatka called to fight are handed rifles in a ceremony. The mobilization comes after Russian President Vladimir Putin last week ordered the call-up of some 300,000 reservists to bolster his army's flagging operations in Ukraine. Those called up boarded buses. Some loved ones wept. This reservist, who gave his name as Nikita, said the draft notice came to his home. He told Reuters he'd be happy if he comes back. At the rifle ceremony, a commander told the reservists the whole country was putting their hopes in these men. 9 time zones west, in Russia's Rostov region, a different kind of ceremony, a wedding before the groom departs for a military base. Members of the recruitment commission checked ID cards, and reservists undergo a medical examination. Some are young, others old. Those who spoke to Reuters appeared resigned to fight. Reservist Roman Khodakov said his mother was unhappy about it, but said he had to defend his country. Not all Russians were willing to board the buses to bases. This man crossed from Russia to Finland, telling Reuters, quote, "I don't want to fight for Putin." Russians have fled to neighboring Georgia, Kazakhstan, and booked flights to Turkey and Serbia to avoid the draft. Flights out of Russia have sold out, and cars have piled up at border checkpoints. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov on Monday told reporters Moscow hadn't taken any decision yet on whether to seal the borders and stop the exodus.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 329 points and right into a bear market on Monday, as all three of Wall Street's main indexes plummeted amid ongoing investor fears that the Federal Reserve's aggressive campaign against inflation could throw the U.S. economy into a sharp downturn. The Dow ended the day down 1.1%, the S&P lost 1%, and the Nasdaq dropped 0.6%. The S&P confirmed in June it was in a bear market, the Nasdaq in March. Investor confidence has been shaken by the Fed and Chair Jerome Powell signaling last week that high interest rates could last through 2023. Christian Ledoux is Director of Individual Securities and Research at Cap Trust.
Our view is that the current level of interest rates is sufficient to bring down inflation, but it takes time. A lot of this is just a matter of time. The higher rates that are in the market will have their effect, and it's incredibly frustrating for investors to have to wait for the Fed to signal the all clear. And it's also unclear from Powell's comments what exactly the all clear signal is going to be based on.
In individual movers, gains in Amazon and Costco helped limit losses in the Nasdaq. And shares of casino operators Wynn Resorts, Las Vegas Sands Corporation, and Melco Resorts and Entertainment jumped after Macau planned to open to mainland Chinese tour groups in November for the first time in almost 3 years.